Alright guys, well, here's my next little toy to play with. Finished up the BMW, went to work on this car. I haven't touched this car in a long time. This has been a little old reliable. Used to be my daily driver. It's kind of pissed me off. I went to the wayside for a little bit. But I decided to tinker with it again. Car's got over 300,000 miles on it, but it's got the single overhead cam engine, which tends to be an issue with these cars. This is a Ford Focus. Very good little daily driver, really basic car. I love the fact that it has roll-up windows, believe it or not, and manual mirrors. People think I'm funny when I say that, but I'm serious. I like simple. All this other stuff that these cars have these days, they're all cool, but when they start to break and be a pain in the ass, like that regulator on the BMW, left the window halfway down, I'm like, oh great, what am I supposed to do now? You know what I mean? Lucky I could put it into the garage, but if I had a roll-down window on it, or roll-up, that would not happen. But anyways, this engine actually only has about 50,000 miles on it. This is the third motor I've put in this car. Well, the third engine that's been in the car. It's the second one I put in. And I put one transmission in because the bell housing cracked on the original. It wasn't because the original failed, the bell housing cracked. I could have probably ran it the way it was, but I said the hell with it. You know, at the time when I got the car, I got it for free. So I was like, all right, I'll get a new car. If I drop a new engine in and a new transmission, go ahead and do it. So, and like I said, it's been a really reliable car in the Northeast up here in these winters and everything else. No matter what, I always drive it. You know, starting to get a couple little issues. Got a little rocker panel issue over here, but that's typical for the Northeast. So we got to address that before it gets really much worse than that. It's filthy right now because it's been sitting for months. It's been sitting for almost a whole year now. The windshield's been replaced. This car has had very bad luck with windows, I gotta admit. It's had two windshields. Wow, this is new. I don't know when this happened here. But got another little nice ding there. Good old Long Island. Good old LIE. But the back window got replaced once during a hurricane. Branch came down, smashed right through it. Got that replaced. That's been okay since. This window was replaced when they broke into it and stole the radio. Yes, they stole the radio. That was a while ago. That was in the Bronx. I don't know if you guys know about the Bronx, but that's the Bronx. Then the windshield's been replaced about 2 times. No problem. It was done okay. As you see, the windshield's cracked again here and here. Don't know why. And here. Came out one time during the winter, and boom, guess what? It's cracked. I was like, oh, great. But in the replacement process, good old window replacement people, Safelite did it one time, somebody else did it another time. They don't really take care of it when they do it. They really couldn't care less. So they go and they scratch it with their tools. They don't put anything to work on the scratch to prevent any rust from happening. So years later, what do we have? Rust. That whole piece there, that's why I have duct tape up there, has rust on it. And yeah, it's a throwaway car, but really, why is anything throwaway these days? They don't make anything to last anymore, you know what I mean? Honestly, yeah, I know it's crazy. It's a bit much to change an engine and a transmission, but if you change an engine in a car, in essence, you have a brand new car. Sure, the other components, like bearings and things like that, but that's easily changed. I changed the 2 front bearings on this car once in 300,000 miles. The rear bearings I changed also once in that time frame, along with the drums. Yeah, it's got rear drum. But honestly, it's a simple car, easy to work on, good on gas, can park it anywhere, don't got to worry about it anywhere, that it's going to get stolen or they're going to break into it, although they did break into it 2 times, actually. That window was replaced twice, I forgot about that. Also in Queens, in Long Island City, they broke into it one time as well and broke that same window. That passenger window has been changed twice. And, ranting a little bit, but, you know, I didn't record this. This car has been giving me a stuck EGR open for a long time. That's when I parked it. I was tired of it because I kept on having to change little parts here and there. It was annoying. I was still driving the car every day, but then I had to check engine light. You know, it would surge on me, but once you're going in traffic, which I normally do, drive on the LIE, it's just straight traffic. Straight cruising, no issues. But when you're in stop-and-go traffic, she surges. It also needs a transmission shifter cable. I had to rig it where it works. I can drive it. I didn't change it because it was kind of expensive. I was surprised. It was 100 and change for a transmission shifter cable. I was like, what? So that, along with the EGR giving me a problem, I just parked it. Even though the EGR has a lifetime warranty, I'm going to go and change it. But as you see, another issue with these is that I didn't record it because, again, you know, I told you guys I'm going to have a lot of different content because I have a lot of different cars and a lot of different things that I do. So, but there it is. There are the beautiful broken studs on the manifold. They're soaking in PBR right now. We're going to try to get those out because I knew they were going to break. Ironically enough, the EGR pipe did not break. We soaked that with a little PBR and got that off. That's right here. So that was able to come off. So we got that off. The rest of this is simple. You just take a worm gear off of the tube, the intake tube, pull that off, pull this straight up. Make sure when you pull it straight up that you don't break the little breather hose pipe. And that's about it. That's it. If I could get this idling again, either I'll sell it or I'll keep it as a spare and I'll end up using it because I don't like to put all the miles on the other cars, although I used to all the time. My Camaro was my daily for years, but that car needs a lot of attention now because, again, Northeast and these floor pans needs a lot of work that I hope to get done on the channel and bring that car back. So I got to get those studs out. No biggie. Get the studs out, get them back in. And I'll put stainless steel screws in this time, or bolts in this time. And hopefully that'll be it. I had to change that intake manifold last time because it's the same thing. The old bolts that were there rusted, and when it rusted, it actually cracked it when I was taking it off and changed it, where I had to change the entire thing. So another little bit of a design flaw. That's dissimilar metal corrosion. It's bigger in the aircraft industry, where it's a little more prevalent, it seems. In the car industry, they really don't care. In the aircraft industry, they kind of take precautions against it. But in the cars, like, whatever. You break up or buy a new manifold, who cares? I know, airplane, you really can't do that so much. But I like this little car. I've always liked it. It's a car that I feel always, the new Focus STs and everything have a lot of power with them. And therefore, my brother owned both of them, the all-wheel and the front-wheel. The front-wheel one used to be, it had so much torque steer, it was crazy. But it was fun to drive. The other one, the all-wheel drive was good, but 300 horse with a turbo is a different feeling than 300 horse from a V8. My brother ended up getting a Mustang after that, another Mustang with a Coyote. So, what is it, an SM550 or S550? And a beautiful car. If I do anything on that car, my buddy has one too that I've done some stuff to. I'll record it now that I'm recording, if I remember. I always start late, sorry guys. But you know, this car has been a very reliable, good car to me. I love it. Drive it in all kinds of weather. I don't get stuck with it, never have. It's a great little car. I really enjoy driving it. And like I said, it begs for a little more power. They do make kits for this to put a Coyote or a 302 in it, which is kind of insane. But would I do it on the first gen Focus? I don't know. You know, I've been basically the sole mechanic on this car since it was my my ex-fiance's car. And then when the piston exploded, which is what these motors are known for, either that or dropping a valve, I took it over. That was at 150,000. I put a motor in. That motor went to about 110. I didn't even bother looking at it. It might have been a timing belt that went, but if it did that, it would have been an interference. I would have had, you know, the valve bent or whatever. So I just went ahead, pulled it, got another one, put another one in, and that's what's in here now. Everything was fine until the radiator went one day. Then it overheated on me, and you know how that goes. The head went. I took the head out, got it in casting. I checked the head. The original head, do I still have it? I think I have it in a box somewhere. Had a crack in it. I could have put it together with the one with the crack, but I didn't want to. So I ended up finding a really cheap head. Sometimes I wonder about that, because when I went in there to check the head, the lifters were put in wrong. And one of the retainers actually broke. Thank God I didn't hit the top of the piston. Everything seems to be okay as far as that went. I repaired that, taking it off of the old head. Again, something I could have recorded a while back, but that was over a year ago. I only started to record recently. So I put that together, and it was fine until it overheated that day on me. Then I had to change, well, the cylinder head, then I put the new cylinder head on. I had to change that, put the lifters in properly, got that all going. Then it started acting up with the EGR open code and whatever. Here we are. Hopefully swap that out, should be good. I checked it. Everything seems to be fine. I've thought of deleting it, but again, I'm in New York. Well, in Long Island, but New York City, Long Island, our emissions out here are ridiculous, like California. So honestly, if I didn't have to worry about the check engine light, safety is 100% okay. You know, I would actually crank on that little throttle valve screw, get it to idle okay the way it is now, and keep it pushing, or delete the EGR. But can't do that. Got to be good. So we'll go ahead, throw an EGR on there. Hopefully it's good. If the EGR is on there, should be. I think that'll fix it. This thing has new struts, has so many new parts, and so many parts with lifetime warranty. That's why I've always held on to it and kept on running it. You know, it's just I got pissed off at the car, so I parked it. I said, whatever. When they sit, they don't need anyway, right? So parked it, let it sit there, and I started working on other cars and other endeavors. And I decided to start tinkering with this one, being that I'm on vacation and I'm not going anywhere right now. So it's been a good, reliable little car for the most part. One time with the radiator left me stuck. One time with an alternator. And one time when I think that the belt went. So in 21 years, I've had it for about probably 15 years out of that time frame. It's only left me stranded 3 times for legitimate things. It wasn't anything small, but all the other times, and I'm telling you, it's all got over 300,000 miles on it. So it's been a very good, reliable little car. Snowstorms, rainstorms, you name it, hurricanes, whatever, you name it, driven it, no problem. And like I said, it's actually fun to drive. It's got 4-wheel independent suspension, so it actually handles pretty well. Like I said, it begs to have a little bit more power. Some people might think I'm crazy, but I'm telling you, it's fun. Sometimes when you have a little car like this that's underpowered, it's a little more fun. That's how come people love Miata so much. But I would love to put a little more power in this thing and have fun with it. Surprise a lot of people, but we'll see. If the channel takes off, you never know. I could choose something crazy like that. I'd like to LS swap that BMW when the motor goes on that at one point. Make a poor man's M5. This would be fun. Talk about a sleeper. A V8 Focus. People would be like, what? Surprise a lot of people. But we'll see. Could dream for now. But in the meantime, I'll try to keep the content coming. I got to go see if I can get this EGR warranted. I'll probably get it tomorrow. I think I'm going to pack it in for tonight. And we'll see. And then tomorrow, hopefully, I can start on the SRT. Project after project. Try to keep it pushing. And these are all my cars. They're not customers. I'm not doing this for anybody else. These are all my rides. So I enjoy. When I retire, people always say, oh, what are you going to do when you retire? You want to retire? Why you want to retire? You're not going to do anything. Well, yes, I am. I know where I'll be. I'll be right here in this garage, hopefully, wrenching. God willing, right? That's what I like to do. Would love to open up a shop, but that's another story. This is what I was doing before I started working for my job where I'm at now. But I still do it for fun and help out friends from time to time, but that's about it. And like I say always, I should have listened to my little brother years ago and started doing these videos then. But better late than never. All right, guys. Take care. Have a good one. When I go to put this thing back in, hopefully she's all good. I'll give it a damn wash. This thing is filthy. And that'll be it. Till next time, guys. Take care. Peace.